The Persian Empire, vast and opulent, ruled by King Xerxes, a man of power and extravagance. From his capital in Susa, his word was law, his whims commands, but even a king's heart desires companionship. And the throne beside him, it stood empty. Queen Vashti was gone, her defiance a tremor that shook the very foundations of the empire. Xerxes, in his fury, banished Vashti, yet the sting of loneliness lingered. A king without a queen, a ruler without a consort. It was an imbalance in the cosmic order, a void that echoed through the grand halls of the palace. A search was decreed, a quest to find a woman worthy of the Persian crown. The news spread like wildfire across the empire. From the bustling bazaars of Susa to the farthest reaches of Persia, every maiden dreamt of a single destiny: to be chosen, to be queen, to share her life with the most powerful man in the world. The search for Xerxes' new queen was a spectacle unlike any other. It was a grand event orchestrated with meticulous detail. From across the empire, beautiful women were brought to Susa, each one a vision of loveliness, a testament to the diversity and splendor of the Persian realm. They arrived in Susa with hopes shimmering in their eyes. Their arrival was a procession of beauty and ambition. Some carried themselves with regal grace, others with nervous anticipation, all aware of the life-altering opportunity that lay before them. For a full year, they would undergo an elaborate regimen: luxurious baths in fragrant oils and perfumes, delicate massages with exotic herbs and unguents. Their skin, hair, and bodies were meticulously prepared, every flaw concealed, every asset enhanced. It was a transformation not just of their physical selves but also of their spirits. They were being molded into the ideal of Persian beauty, prepared to captivate the heart of a king, and perhaps to rule by his side. Among the young women brought to the palace was Esther, an orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai in the Jewish community of Susa. Her Hebrew name was Hadassah, meaning myrtle, but in the vast Persian palace, she was Esther, a name whispering of stars. Mordecai, a man of quiet wisdom and unwavering faith, had instilled in Esther a deep sense of her heritage. He cautioned her to keep their Jewish identity secret within the palace walls. It was a dangerous time to be different, especially for a young woman vying for the king's favor. Esther, though young, possessed a rare blend of beauty and grace. Her eyes, large and expressive, held a depth that hinted at a wise and gentle soul. But beneath her delicate features lay a core of steel, a strength born of resilience and nurtured by Mordecai's love. She carried herself with a quiet dignity that commanded respect. Yet beneath it all, she remained the girl who had lost her parents, the young woman raised on stories of her people's resilience. She entered the selection process with uncertainty, her heart a tapestry of hope and trepidation. Section 4. A Year of Transformation. The year of preparation was a whirlwind of sensations. Esther found herself swept away in a current of luxurious oils, fragrant perfumes, and the meticulous ministrations of skilled hands. Her days were filled with beauty rituals, each designed to enhance her natural loveliness. She immersed herself in the process, her senses alive to the new and the exotic. Yet, even amidst the opulence, Esther never forgot Mordecai's words. She kept her faith and her lineage a closely guarded secret, a pearl of wisdom hidden within a beautiful shell. Every day, Mordecai would pace outside the courtyard of the women's quarters, eager to catch a glimpse of his beloved Esther. He would inquire about her well-being, offering words of encouragement and fatherly advice whenever possible. Esther, in turn, found solace in these brief encounters. Mordecai's presence was a beacon of familiarity in a sea of the unknown. His love, a constant reminder of who she truly was. She faced each day with renewed determination, her spirit bolstered by his unwavering support. Section 5. The Crown Finds Its Head. The day arrived when it was Esther's turn to be presented to the king. The air crackled with anticipation. Each woman had but a fleeting moment to make an impression, to capture the heart of the king and secure her destiny. When Esther's turn came, she moved with an elegance that transcended mere physical beauty. Hers was a presence that filled the room, a radiant blend of humility and quiet confidence that captivated all eyes. Xerxes, weary from the parade of beauties, felt a spark ignite within him at the sight of Esther. He was drawn to her grace, her understated elegance. Her eyes, reflecting a wisdom beyond her years, held him spellbound. He offered her the golden scepter, a symbol of his favor and her acceptance. In that single gesture, Esther's life was irrevocably changed. She was no longer just a young woman from a humble background. She was the chosen one, Queen Esther of Persia. Section 6. Whispers in the Shadows. Life as queen was a delicate dance of power and protocol. Esther, guided by her innate wisdom and Haggai's instruction, navigated the treacherous currents of courtly life with surprising ease. She kept her heritage a secret, her heart heavy with the burden of unspoken truth. Mordecai, ever vigilant, continued to keep watch over his adopted daughter. He spent his days at the palace gates, gathering information, listening to whispers carried on the wind. He was a shadow, unseen but ever present, protecting his Esther from dangers she could not even perceive. One day, Mordecai overheard a sinister plot. Two of the king's own guards, disgruntled and power-hungry, were conspiring to assassinate Xerxes. They whispered in hushed tones, unaware that their treasonous words were being intercepted by a loyal subject. Mordecai was horrified. He knew he had to act quickly. The king's life, the very future of Persia, hung precariously in the balance. But how could he, a humble Jew, gain access to the king? How could he expose the plot without revealing Esther's secret and endangering her position? Section 7. Courage in the king's court. Mordecai knew that time was of the essence. He had to find a way to alert the king about the impending danger. He approached Esther's eunuch, Hathach, a man he had befriended during his daily vigils at the palace gates. With a heavy heart and a voice thick with worry, Mordecai revealed the assassination plot to Hathach. He entrusted him with the perilous task of informing Esther, imploring her to use her influence to save the king's life. The weight of Mordecai's words settled heavily upon Hathach's shoulders. He understood the gravity of the situation, the danger that faced not only the king but also Esther and her people if the plot were to succeed. Without hesitation, Hathach sought out Queen Esther. His voice, though hushed, conveyed the urgency of the message. Esther, upon hearing Hathach's words, felt a chill run down her spine. Fear for Xerxes, for Mordecai, for her people washed over her. She knew she had to act and act quickly.